welcome all of you once again to Sikamperov on YouTube, Sikamperov on Instagram, Sikamperov on Facebook, and Sikamperov on TikTok. It is always a pleasure having the opportunity to dialogue with you through this video broadcasting. Today is a beautiful day that the Lord has made, and we are all proud of this day. If today is your first time joining me on this platform, please don't forget to hit your subscription button. If you click on the subscription button, it is going to make you a member of this family, thus enabling you to have access to all the content that I am going to upload on this platform. I'm here to give you education. I'm here to entertain you. I'm here to inform you. I'm here to direct you. I'm here to have a dialogue with you. So if you find this content to be what you were looking for, hit on the like button also. Liking the video triggers the YouTube algorithm in promoting this particular video further to enable it to reach the larger and targeted audience. In the same way, don't be a selfish person. Try to also click on the share button to enable this video to move from the YouTube platform to go to other social media platforms. In the same way, you can also recommend Sikamperov platform to your families and friends so that together we can keep on with this education. Thank you, and God bless you that you are going to do that. I'm here again, and what is the topic for what is the topic for today? So, I have been receiving a lot of messages from my followers on TikTok asking me to do a video to help people that have gotten their visa for the first time in Ghana, and they are making plans, they are in preparation to move to the United States. Most importantly, people that are coming with B1, B2 visa. And if I mention B1, B2 class of visa, it simply means a visa that has been issued to you for tourism or visitation purposes or for business pleasure. Mind you, you could have 5 years in the passport, but the 5 years visa that has been stamped in your passport doesn't mean is the duration of time or is the length of time you are eligible to stay within the United States. No, far from it. Your length of time, your duration, or the period that you can be finding yourself in the United States is going to be given to you when you go through the immigration clearance at your point of entry in the United States. When you are done with the immigration at your point of entry, they are going to stamp inside your passport 6 months. And the 6 months is a legitimate period of time that you could find yourself in the United States. And mind you, even with that 6 months, the law doesn't permit you to stay within the country more than 6 months. The law permits you to stay below the 6 months that has been issued to you. Most importantly, you may decide to maybe stay for maybe 1 to 3 months. Then if you still want your 5 years visa inside the passport to remain valid, then you're supposed to go back to your home country. So that if you go back to your home country in about say 6 to 1 year time, you could do a return back at the United States because your visa is still valid and your visa is still within the 5 years. But once you enter America and you do overstay, that is, you overstay more than the 6 months that was issued to you at the point of entry, there is no way after going back to your home country you can return back to the United States, even though you still have the 5 years visa valid in your passport. So you should take note. You should understand how this immigration process works so that you don't get confused. So to my brother, to my sister out there, you're fortunate to have gotten your visa 5 years, and now you are in the process of buying your plane ticket and making plans to move to America. I mostly tell people, your journey to America, the most important thing sometimes isn't just the visa, but after getting the visa, the host party, the person who is going to host you in the United States, is the issue of contention here. Because mind you, if you're even coming to America as a visitor, as a tourist, or you're coming for business purposes, for how long can you afford staying at a hotel? For how long can you afford maybe staying at Airbnb or staying at a studio? I mean, it's costly and you can afford that. So most people prefer to find a host party. That person could be your relative, that person could be your friend, that person could be a colleague, or that person could be a person that someone recommended to you. And your journey to America starts with that person. As to whether you're going to have a good stay, as to whether you're going to have a comfortable stay, or as to whether your stay in America or your period in America is going to be a nightmare, is going to be dependent on that person who is going to host you in the United States. That is the reason why when you are done with your visa and your plane ticket is entered, the most important thing that you are supposed to get it right is the host party, the person who is going to host you in the United States. And never make mistake with your host party, because if you choose a wrong person to host you, or if you ignorantly landed in the hands of the wrong person, trust me, as much as you see United States as a very beautiful place, as a wonderful country, it is going to be a nightmare to you. So I'm talking to you right now. Right now that your plane ticket is ready, or right now that you are in the process of booking your plane ticket, listen carefully. Contact your family, contact the friends that you know, contact relatives that you know, contact colleagues that you know, and look for somebody who you can directly or indirectly relate to. Someone that you've been able to build a relationship with. Someone who you can describe as close to you. Someone who you can describe as trustworthy. And talk to the person. Let the person know of your ambitions. You see, sometimes this is where the confusion is. You see, when somebody hosts you in the United States, that person may think, oh, you are coming as a tourist, you are coming to visit. And that person would be expecting that after a period of time that you've been able to visit the United States, you're supposed to go back to Ghana. But meanwhile, as you are also coming, you're also having it at the back of your mind that once I enter this country, there is no way I'm coming back. It is reasonable, it is important, it is advisable, and it is wisely to talk to the person about your mindset, to talk to the person about your intentions of wanting to stay in the United States, even though you are not allowed to stay or you're not allowed to overstay your visa. Talk to the person. Let the person know what you're thinking. Let the person know your plans. Your brother, sister, a friend, uncle, auntie, mother, father, please consider the situation in Ghana. Consider the economic hardship in Ghana. And I've gotten this opportunity to travel to America. There is no way after coming to America I would want to go back, even though the law says I should go back. But still, I don't want to go back because life is difficult, life is tough, life is challenging in Ghana. So I would want you to know before I even leave Ghana to join you at the States. I wouldn't want to come to the States first, then I will put this thing to you as a surprise, because maybe you decided to accept me or you decided to receive me based on the fact that you knew I will be returning back. So I wouldn't want to come to the States then to pull this surprise on you that I don't want to go back for you to regret receiving me. So I'm informing you first. This is my intention. I want to stay. I don't want to go back. So please, can you receive me? And after receiving me, can you help me to find something small to do, even though I don't have the legitimacy to even stay with tourist visa to even work? It is so important for you to discuss this thing with the person honestly, because this is where the confusion is lying. This is where the chaos is coming from. Once you get into the States and you pull this surprise on the person, I'm telling you, if the person is not your close relative or your close associate, there is no way he's going to agree with you. he's going to ask you, or he or she is going to ask you to go back. Meanwhile, you wouldn't also want to go back, and that can create misunderstanding between you. There's a reason for him or her to, out of compulsion, ask you to leave. And once you leave, you'll be blowing all this news across board that this person is a wicked person. Meanwhile, you were the same person who made the mistake at the first place. So please, this issue is very important. That once you get your host, discuss your intentions with your host. Know the mind of your host concerning your coming. Know the plans he or she is having for you. Have trust in her plans. Have trust in the plans the person wants to give to you. And if you are convinced, you may decide to travel to that person. It is so important. Very important. I wouldn't want to rush with this issue. That is the reason why I'm taking it one by one. So my first point, I am emphasizing on your host. Your success story in America, your failure in America, your greatness in America, your setback, challenges and difficulties is all dependent on the person you are going to choose as a host. It's all dependent on the person who is going to be hospitable enough to receive you in America. That is the most important decision after getting your visa. You can get your visa, you can book your plane ticket, but if you have a poor host, if you have a wicked host, if you have a jealous host, if you have a host who is laid back, if you have a host who is wicked, if you have a host who is ignorant, if you have a host who doesn't know his way around, even in the country that you're trying to visit, life is going to be tough for you in the United States, because mind you, you are coming without documents and you don't have any legitimacy to overstay your visa. This issue is very important, and I would want you to know. I would want you to take some notes down. I would want you to be watching this video over and over again to reflect your mind on it, to know that you are in the right moments with your host before you finally decide to even leave Ghana to come to the United States. I don't want you to come to the United States and to repeat or to make the mistakes we came and made. We came in as ignorant people. We came in as people that were just yearning to be in America. We didn't have any plans. We didn't know our way around. We didn't even know how we were even going to survive. All that we wanted to do is to come to America. Don't be that person. At my time that I was coming, I never had anybody who was like on the social media, on YouTube, giving this education. But today, here I am. You are fortunate enough to have this education for me. Listen very carefully. Do your preparation well. Take time to organize yourself. You know that you're coming. You wouldn't want to go back. So now we'll be looking at almost about 10 years or 5 years of your stay in the United States before maybe, God willing, you will be able to pursue your residency documents. So make sure whatever that you're supposed to live with your family back in Ghana, you live it with your family. Whatever it is that you have that maybe your wife, your children, your family needs to know, let them know in Ghana. Let them know of your intentions also, that you are coming and it's going to take you years to be able to find your feet at the United States. So they should be able to exercise patience for you. Because life in America is not that rosy as sometimes people would make you believe on social media. In America, there is no tree that you can just climb and just shake it and the leaves will be falling to the ground and it's going to turn into money. No. Money doesn't fall on the streets in America. Life in America is hustle. Life in America is struggle. Life in America is for the survivor of the fittest. Life in America is not for people that wants to quit. Life in America is not for people that are weak-minded. Life in America is for people that are tough, because you'll be coming to face challenges. You'll be coming to face difficulties, and you need to be mentally, physically, and spiritually be prepared for all this. Hopefully, you are fortunate enough to chance on this video, to watch it over and over again, to be able to prepare yourself very well. So to my brother or sister out there, congratulations for the visa to America. Kudos for your 5 years B1, B2 visa to America. What is next is for you to book your plane ticket. And the most important thing after the plane ticket is this video that I have recorded for you. Don't be in haste. Take your time. Watch it over and over again. You can leave some comments under the video. You can bring some suggestions and recommendations under the video. Mind you, I'm not doing this video for myself. I'm doing this video for you. And I want you to take some clues from this video so that you wouldn't come to America to repeat my mistakes. It is so important. As I said, I'm taking the issues one by one. Now, once I'm done addressing the issues with the host, then I'll be coming to your life in America after you have landed and your host has successfully picked you up from the airport and now you are home. What is next? What is next is what I'm about to tell you. Thank you and God bless you. Don't leave this channel without not subscribing, without not liking, without not sharing, without not recommending this platform to your friends and family. Thank you and may God bless you.